Fight Show 4.
We're
Love
back,
that
baby.
shit. And there's fucking news. There's fucking knockouts. There's everything you want. Yoel Romero
How juiced off a fucking sock.
doing all that. You see him doing all that.
He's
And,
such a...
Yoel Romero. I thoroughly enjoyed the last Fight
What's
Show.
he trying to do? Like, you ever seen that thing that he
The
tried doing
rope-a-dope.
the drunken, what's it
Yeah.
called? The drunken master.
That's what he was doing, but I don't know what. He just looked tired. He was doing the drunken master, but I thought he was just trying to get a rest.
He is big. You ever seen one of them anabolic cows? You know, the
one
muscly
Conor
cows.
McGregor's trying to get his hold.
Where they're just like...
Belgium.
Yeah, the Belgians.
I ain't seen that.
They got like veins popping out of
I ain't
that,
seen that.
Oi.
Conor McGregor's after one
Fucking
for his.
Open a new tab on here and get it on here on this.
Oi, they're massive. They are yoked.
I want to see an
They're like-
anabolic
they're
cow,
yoked.
man. Yoki Bear.
This is like high tea. What'd you put? Belgian billions?
Oh, I don't know why.
Billionaires.
Belgian billionaires.
Put Belgian ball in it.
Let's see these Yoki cows, man.
I don't think it is a Belgian bull. Oh yeah, it is. Look at the size
Whoa.
of that, man. Natural.
No, that's not real.
That's real.
That's
bro.
not real.
They're tested off the nut, mate. That's real. Look at that. Muscle.
Oi. If that was running at you, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know if they.
That thing looks like something, you know, when the dogs used to come out on zombies.
Yeah.
That's what that looks like.
Look at that. Look at the nuts on it.
Ross, they're long nuts.
Conor McGregor's
Bruv,
trying
they're
to get
big
his hands
nuts.
on one right now.
Is that his cock?
Yeah, that is his.
Can you
cock.
see a cock hanging out?
It's a cock.
His nuts are longer than his cock. Bro, they're fucking massive.
And to be fair, it does look like your Romero. Like, look at his back.
It does. Mike, pull the cursor up to the very top of the screen. Does it say?
Yeah,
anything
they-
about- Oh yeah, there's a record. Yeah,
There
that's
must
fine.
be something with him, man.
Yeah, I don't know, but he's Yoki.
Or is he just a genetic?
I think he
is
might just be a genetic freak. I think he
Yeah.
might just be a genetic
There's
freak.
people out there that are just.
No, there are
genetic
exceptions of people that are just genetically freaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We're obviously just going to say steroids because we've never seen nothing like it. But maybe he is just the 0.1% of the world.
The Liver Kings.
Yeah, right, mate.
They you see that thing I sent in earlier to the group chat? Oh no, I didn't send it. I sent it to the wrong one. They're doing they're letting athletes and that now take steroids. They're doing it enhanced. They're doing enhanced
What athletes,
Olympic
though?
Games.
What athletes?
Whatever athletes are like.
But like
It's
fighting.
It's an Australian billionaire that's doing it. Hold on, let me get the news up. I was reading it earlier. It's Enhanced Games, it's called. It's an Australian millionaire. They're planning for it, and 2 Australian athletes are in
Speaking of steroids, we'll keep on that same subject. I've got it here later on, but obviously Conor McGregor, he's missed the USADA
the deadline to fight for the end of the year.
for this year, yeah, so he won't be fighting this year.
Yeah, but that makes sense because he was
Oh
definitely.
yeah, that was you see the segue you done there. That was a professional ass segue.
Well, how
Is
you
it called a
done
segue? Yeah. You know when you're talking about something, they say sticking on that, and they move to the next topic you got.
Yeah,
Look
he
through the
did.
thing. That was a segue. You done that smooth. That was smooth, man. Producer Mike's. Where's your young Jamie?
Yeah.
Where's your young Jamie?
All right, this thing said 5 sports: track, field, swimming, weightlifting, gymnastics, and combat sports will all be on the program of Enhanced Games. Let's fucking have it. I told you this.
What you saying, Conor McGregor?
Yeah, he missed the USADA deadline, so he
shit.
won't be fighting now.
To the end of this year.
But it does make sense because he was definitely taking stuff to heal himself.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was over a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the boys got kind of juicy. I liked what he was fucking taking.
Yeah, I know. But that's
Did he
but
look
I
that
don't-
juicy though? I don't know if he does or he can.
did at one point.
Wonder Boy said that in the when he done the Ultimate Fighter with him because he went to coach for him. He said in the photo he makes himself look really big. The way he's standing, the way his
but it's
muscles
like-
reflect. And he goes, I was standing next to him and he's not that big. And he goes, when we took a photo together, he looks bigger than me and I'm 190
Yeah, but
and he's
Yeah,
180.
but you know why? Because his physique, because he's done boxing, his shoulders are really broad.
Yeah.
It's like the row. Like, look at the row. Like, shoulders really broad. If you got him a photo top off now, you
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
wow, this guy's massive. And then you see him in real life and you're like, oh no, you're just like a normal dude.
Yeah.
What, am I wrong? Why are you
No,
laughing?
you're right. You're right.
Name
you're
dropping people on the pod, man.
Hey, big up
Normal
Cuzzy
dude.
Laurel.
So he's missed the USADA testing pool.
Yeah.
Have you been watching any of the Ultimate Fighter?
I have been.
No,
Yeah,
I have been. I've been like, I have to skip when the athletes are talking shit about their life and that. I don't really care. I'm not into all of that. But I just like the Conor McGregor stuff. Do you know what I mean?
I need to start watching it. I was meant to watch it last week.
But because I haven't seen the newest episode, but Brendan Schaub was talking about he didn't like the format, that it was like veterans versus prospects, which I'm kind of agreeing with him, because the vets are kicking the dog shit out of the prospects, like slapping the dog shit out of them, and it just looks unfair. And these vets have like fought in the UFC, a lot of them, so they've had their chance in the UFC, been cut, and now they're fighting again for redemption. But they're fighting people who've never even fought in probably an octagon that big.
It's a bit unfair.
Yeah, it just seems like there's an unfair advantage, and it looks unfair when they're fighting, because they get the dog shit beat out of them.
Vets did get dropped.
No, what they should have done, you know, when they chose to pick, like,
they should have had the opposite weight class for the vets, because for anyone who's not watched The Ultimate Fighter, McGregor won the coin toss, so McGregor picked prospects for 155. So they done 155 and 135, 145. 135 and 145. So bantamweight and lightweight, and then because McGregor picked first, Chandler got the pick of the bantamweight fighters, for instance, and then picked the veterans again. So he's got a team full of veterans and McGregor's got a team full of prospects. But like you said, that would have been better if McGregor picked one. They should have mixed it up, because it's just unfair, man. I feel sorry for some of them.
It is, but then because they're prospects and they're coming up, and then these guys got dropped, it's like you're proving a point, though, isn't it? Like, are you actually good enough to be in the UFC? Because we dropped these guys, and they're not worthy to be in the UFC. So if you want to make,
that's a fair point. If you can't beat them guys, can you make it in the UFC?
That was a good take.
That was a good take. That's why we're here, man.
That's why Daddy Dane is the guy.
Yeah, Daddy Cuck.
He knows what he's doing.
Daddy Dane, man, he'll slap his missus. I love Dana White, man.
Getting some fight predictions. UFC 290, 8th of July. Tasty card. That they've stacked their July cards out, didn't they? The UFC, they've proper stacked it. We'll start with the bottom one anyway.
Yeah,
the Sean Strickland versus Abbas
Magomedov.
Yeah, that's
it. Lucky you get that.
This is on. This is on the week before. This is the headliner of
Hey, mate.
The fight show. What do you reckon to that?
Well, it's funny because Sean Strickland's actually training with Alex Pereira at the minute.
Yeah, I see that the other day.
You see that? Yeah. They're training together. Sean Strickland said he's taught him a lot about footwork. Like, he's realised now training with Alex Pereira that his footwork is awful. But this Magomedov, but then Sean Strickland apparently can wrestle. Like, good wrestler. Is this Magomedov, like, I'm guessing does he wrestle?
Yeah, well, he's
part of Khabib.
Yeah. Their man know how to wrestle, you know what I mean?
He looks cold.
I'm pretty sure what's his record? Is it undefeated?
He's had 4 losses, if I'm reading it right.
Maybe you go on a new tab, because I need to see it with my own eyes, because this guy's a liar. He told me about...
Nah, he's had 4 losses.
He told me about Amanda Nunes versus that girl, Aldana, and he was like, she's 14-0. And I'm like, 14-0? Yeah, she might have a chance. And she's not. She's 14-6. Abbas Magomedov.
Sounds like a Harry Potter character.
Yeah. Oh, he's German. Oh, he ain't German, man.
You don't know,
he ain't German.
Yeah, they all
but maybe he went over to Germany.
Jemayev, though, isn't
yeah,
he's
Swedish, but he
Chechnya.
ain't. Chechen. I smash your boy.
What's Sean Strickland? He's lost 5 times.
No, it'll be a good fight, to be fair.
I'll go with Sean Strickland, just because I've not heard much of this Magomedov. He's definitely an up and comer. But Sean Strickland's a good fighter. He
wouldn't be headlining a fight week in Vegas if he's not.
They're roughly the same though, like with decisions. And
so is this not all on two?
No, sorry, no. This is the week before.
Oh, this is the week before.
That's why I said start with the bottom one.
So this is next for this is it's Hump Day today. So we're talking. This is this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend.
Okay,
yeah. And then
is Bo Nickel on there as well?
He's on the 280,
290
card.
5, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So 6 is Sean Strickland. I'm gonna go Sean Strick. I like Sean Strickland as well.
Yeah, I'm saying Sean
Strickland.
Yeah, I'm a Strickland fan over here. He's a freak as well.
He is so funny.
He's so funny, man. He says the most outlandish shit. He's hilarious, man. And now we're on to 290, 5 up. Bo Nickel.
I don't know the other guy.
I've got to go Bo Nick.
Yeah, I'm going
because he's a dog.
Yeah, I don't know the other guy.
High level wrestling. If you want to see someone hold someone down and rub nuts in their face, Bo Nickel's the man. And people don't want to fight him But this guy didn't even know who he was. He goes, yeah, I'll fight him.
Yeah, that's probably the best
I
way.
think he's got a sick name, man. I don't know why. Bo Nickel just sounds
Bo Nickel
sick.
is a good name.
Bo Nickel sounds like...
He's a good wrestler, man. Even
sounds like Bo Nickel. He sounds like a guy that can get it.
Yeah, he's good. His ears as well. You know he's been wrestling. High level wrestling, man. So that he's going to be a good fight. He reckons he could take most of the top division in that weight class out now. Just off of his wrestling and jiu-jitsu. So
he is definitely a bright prospect, yeah. I think Bo Nickel.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bo Nick. I've not heard much of this other guy, but he's
Trace from Gora.
He's a big guy.
And he is meant to be good.
He's lost twice.
Who, Gora? That's it.
That's it.
That's not bad, man. That's not bad.
1-5.
It's not bad.
5-2. That's his record.
2, yeah.
Well, he's in the UFC or in general.
Trying to find UFC.
Okay,
and
that's not a bad record.
UFC and Ultimate Fighter semi-final, so he must have come up through the Ultimate Fighter. No?
That's not a bad record, man.
No, that's
this is going to be a good fight. Yeah, but I'll still back Bo Nickel because I just think he's going to be such a good fighter in that weight because he's wrestling so high level, man. And I think if you've got a base like that coming in, it's such an advantage because you can't.
So his fighting style is boxing and Muay Thai.
Yeah, we know what's going to happen there.
We already know what's happening.
I'd say Bo Nickel, and I'm going to say he wins in the first 4 minutes of the fight. Now,
first rounder.
Yeah, first rounder. He's not gone out of the first round in like most. No. He wins in the first round. If we're going off of he's a Muay Thai and a striker, he's going to win in the first round.
A little bet on it, then, boy.
I will put a bet on it. Yeah, I'm going to bet Sean Strickland, and then I'll do a thing. But Bo Nickel,
Robbie Lawler's on the prelims.
Yeah, Robbie Lawler's on the prelims. Yeah.
Oh, mad.
He's like headlining the prelims, isn't he?
Yeah, Bo Nick, good fighter.
And that's mad. That guy's never heard of him. Well, now you heard of him. I bet he's fucking like, oh shit.
Yeah, maybe. I think that's what Brendan. I think that's what they were saying. I think they were saying like he didn't know of him, so he accepted the fight, and then he's like, oh, him. Oh shit, him. Or it's the guy before Bo Nickel was fighting, didn't know who he was, so he accepted the fight, and then he started researching. He's like, oh, you want me to fight him? I should have asked for some more money. Like,
what do you do though? So it's a guy you have to fight, man.
I don't know what their mindset would be. I'd love to speak to a Dunk about it because when you're fighting, do you have the mindset of I'm gonna have to fight everyone anyway if I want to be the champion? So does it matter?
Some people are gonna be scary anyway.
I don't know.
I think.
But you remember Bo Nickel's an up and comer though. He's not like a cemented guy in the division. Like he's only had 4 fights or 5 martial arts fights, something like that.
That don't mean anything.
Done a couple.
No. He's obviously been wrestling for forever, like probably national champ, like all of that, like high level.
What is he in jiu-jitsu now?
I don't know, but he's tapped a few people out. No, he's not a black belt, but his jiu-jitsu looks good though when you watch him with
against
people.
Gordon Ryan.
Yeah, same. And he body slammed Gordon Ryan.
Yeah.
Body slammed him.
But you're talking about Gordon Ryan, and the guy's a freak.
Yeah.
Then we got Turner versus.
No, we'll do it on the laptop because you keep doing this last time, and I was trying to make reels. You're always looking down, so I can't post it. It's just always on me.
What do you need?
What do you want to look at?
What belt is he in jiu-jitsu?
Bo Nick.
Nickelback.
They're a band.
Nickelback boys.
Do you know the band?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be a rock star.
He's a blue
belt.
Yeah.
But that's good. He's probably legit with the wrestling as well. So it's like you know how to get someone down quick and control them on the floor.
Who was it that said? Was it
Faisal
Makhachev? Wasn't it that said that like a lot of people don't have
legitimate
like black belts, but they are like
black belts
standard.
Yeah, it's because like Faisal was saying, you don't rank up if you're not doing gi.
Yeah,
you can't. There's no belt. There's no belts. Is there?
Oh, yeah. So yeah, exactly.
And they're not going to be doing gi because they're never fighting the gi. And Duncan always says you get injured in the gi. His injuries all come from the gi getting yanked up, neck and that. Because I see a gi match the other day and they were like, man was flinging him by the gi. Like, it just looked like some sort of street fight. He was like grabbing him and...
You can do the maddest lots of... But then the gi is sort of... It is sort of the same though. If you had someone on the street and you use their clothes...
Yeah, no, it is similar to a street fight.
You know, seen that video where the guy's like using seat belts and he's using like the tree branch.
That's Gracie.
Yeah.
What's this guy's record?
Oh, he's the Tarantula.
Yeah.
He's called the Tarantula on thingy. He's a good fighter, man.
The Tarantula.
This is going to be a hard fight for He's fighting.
Dan
He's
Hooker.
training with Shemaev as well. Oh, his record's a bit dicey, but in UFC the record doesn't matter, man. Like, look at Masvidal's record, and he went on a tear. Look at Donald Cerrone's record. Like, the record don't really matter.
Sweet tenderoni.
He's tall as well. This is a good fight, but then this could be a good fight for Dan Hooker to come back.
Yeah.
This is a good comeback fight for Dan Hooker because he's a dog, and I do like Dan Hooker.
I don't even know Dan Hooker.
He fights with. He trains with Israel Adesanya and that.
Let me get his.
I think I might know him. Yeah.
He's a dog.
He's a dog. Yeah, I do like Dan Hook. He's 33 though. He's getting on, man.
22,
Yeah, but he's 33 that old now. What's the
No,
life
it's not. It's not.
What's
It's
the
not.
life expectancy nowadays?
It's not old, but it
What,
is. But
90?
it just seems old,
And
isn't
in
it?
fighting terms, man, most of the champions hit like
35.
34, 35, man.
It's true.
Because I still like, even though I'm 26, I don't feel 26.
He's an experienced fighter though. This is probably a step up for Turner, really. Like if they're trying to push him in the UFC and they're trying to like this is like his step up. If he beats Dan Hooker, he'll be fighting like top 15 guys, top 10 guys.
I like both of their ring names, man. The Hangman and the Tarantula.
This is going to be a good fight, man. I'm gonna back my boy Dan Hooker though, because I'm a fan. I'm a massive Dan Hooker fan.
I'm a Dan Hooker fan, but I think the Tarantula's going to beat him. You know?
I'm going with the other guy, man. I'll go with our guy, Turner. Tina Turner, man.
You putting all your chips on black.
I'm putting all my chips on black.
Joe Rogan, John Jones and Tyson Fury had a fight. I'm pushing all my chips on black.
Then we got Robert Whittaker versus Dricus du Plessis.
This is a fucking good fight. This gets me Yoki. Yeah. Massive Robert Whittaker fan, but I do think Duplessis is a good fighter.
Is that how you say it, Duplessis?
Yeah. Duplessis. Yeah, Duplessis. Good fighter, and then you've got all the stuff with the Adesanya, him saying he's the real African fighter in the UFC, and there's all that bad blood. So Adesanya wants Duplessis to win because he wants to slap the shit out of him. He said.
There's some serious.
There's some serious bad blood. No, I think there's enough bad blood that if they see each other, like, I think Adesanya might lose his head, like one of them, like that pissed him off.
I don't think he's got more in his head.
He's in Adesanya's head way more than Duplessis. Yeah. No, 100%. But you got to get past the Reaper.
He ain't beating Robert Whittaker.
I don't think he is in a 3-round fight either. In a 3-round fight, Robert Whittaker's takedown defense is unbelievable, and people don't realise that they think he can't wrestle. The guy was Australian in the Australian national wrestling team.
Yeah,
he can wrestle.
It's funny how people like I don't. Yeah, but I think it's because majority of people don't train combat sports.
Bro, you see his takedown defense against Yoel Morero, and that was when Yoel Morero was Yoki.
Yeah.
Yoel Morero was Yoki there.
That fight as well.
I love you. I love you.
I'm a bit gutted it's only a 3-round.
I am gutted it's a 3-rounder because that is a 5-round fight.
Yeah, but that
is a 5-round fight.
It's be a fast pace.
Robert Whittaker's
he brings the pace.
That's a Robert Whittaker fight. You see what he done to Vettori? He bring the pace for 3 rounds. That's a Robert Whittaker fight. I think I'm
surprised it's not number 2.
But I am upset because I do want to see Adesanya versus Duplessis, and I think the UFC will want to see that because that will sell. You could do that in Africa.
South Africa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could do that in Africa.
Cape Town or something, man. That would be huge.
Yeah, that's a big fight.
They'd push an agenda as well in Africa that it's just like.
I heard something the other day. They said Adesanya was talking on a pod and he was saying,
first the black.
You know, they had the 3 African champs. They missed the chance. They should have done an African card, and I was like, they probably should have. You know, they had the 3 African champs. They had Ngannou, Usman, and
last time about the Mexican as well.
Yeah, the 3 Mexican champs as well. Well, one's an interim champ, but 2 Mexican champs. Moreno and that chick that beat Shevchenko.
Yeah.
And they didn't do a card on Cinco de Mayo, innit? And Dana White was saying, yeah, we fucked up. Like, we fucked up. Like, we're not perfect. Cinco de Mayo.
Do you know why he's mostly not doing it in Nigeria? Because they're all in Africa. It's because they're all scamming. They won't pay for the pay-per-view.
Nah, they won't.
All of them people in Lagos, boy.
We're gonna have to sort that out.
No, they'd be able to work something out though.
But it would be.
It'd have to make sense.
I would like to see UFC branch out to places like Africa. I think it would be massive for the sport.
Yeah, I think there's a big market there, especially if you've got African champs as well.
Yeah.
And that's an all African fight. South Africa versus Nigeria.
Well, yeah, but it might rise up people in Africa as well.
You could do it in Nigeria, couldn't you?
I think you could do it in a few places in Africa. Yeah. Kenya, you could do it in Nigeria, Lagos. You could do it in Cape Town.
I think it'd make more sense to be pretty doing it in South Africa.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't, no, because
Adesanya's the champ.
Yeah.
It's probably why they don't do it, because they're just like, there's too much moving parts now.
Yeah.
Like they because Adesanya's like, no, but what, we're going to South Africa to do it when I'm the champ.
Yeah,
from
but
Nigeria.
Got to work out like South Africa's probably the best, safe, probably one of the safest places to do it.
Is it?
Is it not?
I don't think any of it's safe.
No, it's
over
not
there,
safe.
man.
I'd say not South Africa.
Yeah, well, what do you reckon?
The Reaper. Robert Whittaker, man, yeah.
I reckon Robert Whittaker, yeah.
And I'd love to see a Robert Whittaker Adesanya another fight between them.
Their fights are always entertaining.
But
Always entertaining.
Yeah, good
So,
fight.
I want to see that.
Alexandra
Pantoja
versus Brandon Moreno. Good fight as well.
Alexandra Pantoja come through the Ultimate Fighter because he fought Kai Kara France in one of the episodes in the Ultimate Fighter. Good fighter, solid. But Brandon Moreno's good as well.
What's their resume?
Brandon Moreno's the champ, isn't he? Or he was.
He's the champ. He
His name rings a bell.
beat that Figueroa.
Sweet Tenderoni. So what happens after the Ultimate Fighter then? Like then McGregor and Chandler fight?
Yeah, but the fight's just not even
It's
been
not
made
gonna
yet.
happen.
Oh yeah, I do know this guy.
Still young as well, man.
Still very young.
The assassin baby.
I really like him. He's quite. He's a really nice. Like when he comes across in interviews and that, he's really nice and like.
Cool.
Yeah.
While we're looking at this other geezer, who's got the best name, like ring name?
The best ring name. Just for fighting, or are we saying just in general, like all sports?
I'd
we
say
just saying
just
just for fighting?
Yeah.
I like Cannonier's ring name, the Killer Gorilla.
I like that as well.
Killer Gorilla.
Yeah, or you got Derek, the Black Beast. Conor McGregor's notorious because that's like he is notorious. Yeah, Conor McGregor's is a big one.
Someone was telling me the other day, Sugar Mantel at work was telling me the UFC have brought out WWE.
No, WWE, the company that owned WWE, have brought out the UFC.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I think that's sick for them.
Someone was saying like Conor McGregor, like he's made for WWE.
His fight record's good, man.
I think it was Triple H said it.
He's a good fighter, man. Pantoja. When he come for the cannibal, that's not a bad name. He eats humans, man.
He eats you, boy.
Brazilian.
Brazilian. Oh, it's Brazil on Brazil. It's
Nah, Mexican.
Oh, Mexican on Brazil.
Yeah. I think
The Americans.
That's a good fight. I gotta go. I know. I'm gonna go Pantoja. I reckon there could be an upset on the card, and Pantoja looks mean, man.
That's what I was.
I think Pantoja's beat him. Actually, no. Did that say 2 or 1 or not? Why do I feel like they've fought before?
Do you reckon Conor McGregor would ever go to WWE? Because he does suit WWE.
I don't think they'll be able to pay him enough. Maybe to do one-off appearances and shit.
I'm surprised he hasn't, man, to be fair.
Yeah, he beat Brandon Moreno.
Yeah.
But in decision in 2018.
I've got to go with Brandon Moreno, man.
But Brandon Moreno's got a lot better from then.
I reckon
He lost to Davison Figueiredo as well.
Yeah.
Which was who became the champion. So he's got one up on him though. I'm gonna go Pantoja, man.
I'm going to go that Moreno.
You're gonna go
Pantoja.
You're gonna go
as
Pantoja.
well.
I think it's redemption.
And the big boy.
The
Big boy.
Big goat.
We already know. There's
Small
no
neck
discussion,
Volk.
Yeah.
No neck.
Muscle head. Pure meat.
Cooking with Volk, man.
Huh?
Cooking revolt.
Yeah,
He just like after last time watching him against
Makachev.
Makachev, it's just like I don't think like
He was talking about that on.
I don't think any like he's so good.
A lot of fighters though think Makhachev did win, but a lot of fans think.
Yeah, but all right, he might have won because he did probably. All right, you controlled him more, whatever. Yeah, but he didn't beat him up.
No.
You did not beat him up. You did not make him look like a fool. But this guy come up. Well, would he come up a weight?
Yeah.
He come up a weight, and you did not do nothing to him.
Yeah,
he's meant to be a little man to you.
Yeah. So he's hitting him.
That's what he was saying on
he goes, choke me, bitch.
Right.
Choke me, bitch.
The Impulsive podcast. He was saying he went up and he felt like if he was to fight him again, he'd win.
I think
because that fear's gone because he knows what he's expecting. He knows he can do the takedown. He'll probably go for takedowns. I think if Volk fought him again.
Makachev looked scared.
Yeah,
he looked scared.
Yeah, he did.
There a couple at the end rounds. He was. You could see in his face. He was like, well, he was like, raw man. I gotta get through
I bit off
this.
more. No, it's a dogfight now. Like, no, it's true.
I'm saying if they have a number 2, Volk bats.
Well, and if he did do the IV drip, alleged IV drip, that the nurse come out and said that he did do.
He did do it.
Which is illegal. Well, it's not illegal, but it's cheating because you're not allowed to put
who done an IV drip?
Makhachev after his weight cut, and you're not allowed to put the
IV.
fluids back in you like through an IV because his class is cheating. And he done an IV drip, and the nurse told Dan Hooker. That's why Dan Hooker come out saying mad shit after the fight. You fucking cheat. You think you could cheat in our country and we're not going to find out and all this.
Yeah, I don't like.
But this is a hard fight.
Khabib. Yeah, maybe.
This is not an easy fight for Volk.
No, it's not.
He is awkward, Rodriguez. Awkward. He's got crazy kicks and quick kicks. Elbows. He's an awkward fighter. This is a hard fight. He's a good fighter, man.
I think Volk's on a different level, man. I think he's on his own planet.
Volk.
He's so good, man. He is good. But again, fighting, anything can happen.
Anything can happen, and that's why it's so exciting.
But he's so fit. Yeah, that's why it's so.
That's why it's so exciting because you just never know
like
on that
time
day.
With Leon Edwards, I'll never forget the Leon Edwards fight. That last minute, and it was just like over.
Yeah,
lights out, bang.
That's what we love about
That's
fighting.
Thing about the sport.
Yeah, I've got a quick question here that I see on. I sent it to myself on Instagram. It's like, do you think if John Jones, Pavlovich, Yuri Prochazka, and who's the other one? Alex Pereira were dropped into a glacier against a hungry polar bear who's coming out alive? The polar bear or them four?
The polar bear, bro. He's got claws.
Yeah,
it's got claws. It's gonna run at the first man and claw his face off, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, we didn't sign up for this." If you took his claws off him, though, if you declawed him, so it still had his teeth, but it didn't have claws, then them four. The claws is a big difference. Yeah, I think so. The claws is a big difference, man, because that's like ripping you up straight away. I'm not saying it's impossible, but because who's gonna be the first man to go in? Bones. Who's going to be the first man to go in? Bones? What? And he gets his face clawed off. Like
who's in that Pavlovich?
Nah, that
even
is,
Yuri.
Yeah,
man. Leave Bones to the end.
Bro, you never know, though. Like if it's fight or flight, it's just one of them ones, man. It's like.
To be fair, the Revenant, he survived the bear attack.
How real?
Nah, but no, I think that was real.
Them bears are different. The polar bears are meant to be the worst.
True, polar bears are way more vicious.
Brown bears are like the worst.
No, polar bears are worse than them.
Yeah,
are they worse than brown bears?
Worse than.
Nah, brown bears are the worst.
No, they're not.
Search it up.
Search it up, young Jamie.
Big brown bears, they're the worst bears. I think you're talking about black bears.
Why do you type in big brown bears?
Big brown bears. BBC.
Polar bears versus black bears. I don't know, man. I think if they've got their claws, it's a different story. Bro, do you know how strong a bear is?
What about a gorilla?
No, a fucking gorilla. That's a hard one.
A big brown bear. A gorilla versus a bear. What are we saying?
All right, 1 minute. Let's slow down a minute because I need to figure out the first thing first before I start thinking of the other shit. You should just say which is the strongest bear. What's the most vicious bear? They're all vicious, regardless. They've all got teeth. They've all got claws. It doesn't matter which one's more vicious. Yeah. But do you know how strong they are?
Meant to be unreal.
How strong they are.
They are bear strong.
I'm saying a gorilla
because they're talking. If you drop them four in a glacier against a gorilla, it's pulling limbs off.
Do you know what it is? I feel like
it's pulling limbs off.
Claws and teeth?
Bro, it's pulling limbs off.
I feel like
they're
going to
strong.
lose anyway because they're in his environment.
It's pulling. Yeah, you said a glaze. Yeah, I just thought you meant like an arena, like a big arena.
As in on some ice, like fight or flight, just them four versus that.
No, on some ice, they're fucked anyway, and the claws. It's just
but
if you say a normal bear like on land,
I'm saying a gorilla versus a bear.
Yeah, now you're saying a gorilla.
Yeah, now I'm saying a gorilla versus a bear.
That's a hard conversation to have, but I still gonna back a bear.
I still think
a bear.
No. I mean the gorilla.
Yeah,
I've still got to back the gorilla.
Gorilla, man. I think a gorilla.
You seen them motherfuckers
jumping on his back?
Do you think a gorilla's beating them four then?
Yes. I think a gorilla's fucking the shit. I think the
backhand
gorilla.
Yeah, John Jones,
bro,
like whack him like a skittle.
Do you know how much they weigh?
I think the gorilla's getting John Jones and bending him over and fucking him. Do you know what I mean?
Oh man,
he's the daddy.
And you know you'd be going for Jones.
Mike,
well.
you seen gorillas run at each other when they fight each other.
And you know when they ricocheted off each other, like chest to chest, it's like boom.
Oi, honestly, a gorilla's pulling limbs off.
Yeah, nah, they are.
And their PSI.
A monkey, a human versus a chimp's pulling.
Gorilla the same thing.
No, gorillas. I think
the
daddy.
Chimps are like more aggressive than.
I think maybe more aggressive.
Chimps, bro, you not seen the one on Netflix when they roll around in the gangs of 10?
Yeah.
Bro, they like start switching up when they're making alliances and that.
Yeah,
it's like these guys are scary. You don't want to be walking through their forest. You're fucked.
Gorillas. There's no. A gorilla versus bear is a hard one though because a bear is.
You know how mad it is, yeah? I know this is sad, it's 2023, but I'd love to see it.
I'd love to see it.
Why are these billionaires creating...
Because Joe Rogan was saying this, for some reason, through time, a bear is now looked at as a cuddly toy, like a bear, like Winnie the Pooh, like, oh, you shouldn't harm bears. They fuck you up.
Yeah.
They fuck you up. But for some reason, like, they're looked at as cute and honey and all of this, so we don't look at it like that anymore with a bear. I don't know why, and it's true. You don't really look at a bear
I would have loved to have been there back in the day, like the Colosseum, like when they were having like, you know, warriors versus like tigers.
It is cruel, but I would pay to see that.
You think, yeah, boxing and that's fun, yeah. UFC's fun when they cross path, fun. Imagine seeing now a UFC star versus a fucking bear or something like that. Fun.
It'd just be sad, like, obviously, because it's fighting to the death.
When you start seeing him getting ripped up,
it's fighting to the death. We're gonna feel a bit sad, but it's not because they never cross paths.
Well, he will once.
And we're like putting them in an environment where they have to fight each other, like for death. It's kind of sad.
Right. Maybe not even a man.
Imagine you put them in there and they didn't want to fight and they just
started fucking everyone up.
And they just went on a mad.
What if they just started fucking everyone else up?
Well, then that's just a beautiful scene, isn't it?
Smashing.
That's just a love story.
Smashing everyone up, like all the crowd and that.
Imagine one day though, what happens is like the chimps and that they turn on us. They have like a revolution, and then it is what's that ape film?
Planet of the Apes. No, that shit could happen.
Like Planet of the Apes.
No, it won't happen. But I mean, if they were smart enough, it could happen.
Because they're so strong, man.
Way stronger enough.
You know what I mean? They're what are they realistically? They're like humans nowadays. We're fat and weak. Well, I'm not, but most people are.
Humble brag.
Like people at home, low T and that. Like you got to say, like one chimp's for males nowadays.
Let's rein him back in.
Them chimps have got high testosterone, man.
Bro, you know who's got the testosterone? Them Belgian bulls.
A Belgian bull.
They got their heavy bulls.
A Yoel Morero versus a Belgian bull.
Yoel
Morero's their daddy.
You know, he's a bull. A bull can only like stamp on you and that, innit? And maybe like have a little.
Their agility is just not letting them down. If you've got a chimp and that, they can.
What about them things with the big heads with the big horns on their head?
Rhinos.
No, not rhinos. Where they got two horns and they run at each other.
Antlers.
And they knock heads. They go in head first.
Oh, yeah.
What are they called?
Yeah, no, you got a couple of different ones.
No.
They are.
What are they called?
They're like elk and shit.
Not elk. Nah, it's not. I know what ones you know about. They're like rounded.
The main ones, and they round rams.
Rams. Yeah.
Rams. Yeah. Oh my god, bro! They go in head on head. 60 miles per hour.
Do you know what's mad?
I'll tell you what is scary. Buffaloes.
I don't know whether you said it to me. Yeah. You know all of these like wildlife programs and that show that. Yeah. You know that's not the actual sound.
Yeah, it's sound effects.
It's sound
effects.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because they can't. They zoom in obviously.
They use like an 8K camera, and a lens and they go all the way, because they're like miles, like a mile, not a mile. A lens can't go a mile, but they're like 400 or 500 meters away, and they're zoomed in. So how are they going to get sound? How are they going to get sound?
Oh, that's not.
It's all sound effects.
You don't know if they actually make that massive noise.
But I'm watching two balls 60 miles per hour. We know what noise that's making. That's thunderous.
You can go on YouTube. Even Joe Rogan's talks about when there's two big deers and it just stomping each other. He's like, the sound is crazy.
No, some things might be, but a lot of it is sound effects. It is, and I've heard that on nature documentaries. They've people who made them, when I was searching stuff about cameras. That a lot of things you watch, just in general, it's all sound effects. That you'd be surprised if you got told about how much things you watch and you thought it was real sound, and it's not. It's sound effects. Because someone told me they made something, and it was all, and a lot of it was sound effects, and I was like, what?
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I watched something. Well, I've seen something the other day. There's a scene in Harry Potter where he's screaming, but he doesn't scream. It's sound effects.
Yeah, it's mad.
And he just does it silent.
Sound effects is one of the biggest things you should put in. Like, this is what I've learned through editing. Sound effects is one of the biggest components of like storytelling and editing.
Well, I think
look at horror movies. How much sound effects?
It brings more emotion.
Creaking of the doors, creaking this, hitting this. Yeah, like, you have to. You can't get all them things.
Yeah. All right. Local fighters. Let's go through some of the names on here. Frankie's got his upcoming fight.
Upcoming. That's
next week. Well, this weekend coming.
This weekend coming,
and that's when his thing comes out as well.
Shit. No,
he's dot.
What's the date?
Yeah, it is 2nd of July.
Next week.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, the doc comes out on Sunday.
We need to
comes out on Sunday.
We need to get some promotion on
he's fighting on the Saturday. That'd be good. Get a dub.
Where's he? He's fighting down a dungeon.
York Hall. You know where it is. You know where they at. You know where they at. York Hall. Yeah, that'd be a good fight, man. Apparently the guy's fighting's pretty decent. Might be. I think it's a 6th rounder. Jordan's obviously moved with Tony Pill as well, isn't he?
Yeah, I see that. Well, it's good news, yeah.
Yeah. Have you spoken about that?
No, we haven't.
That's pretty mad.
We haven't.
Now that they were all under Reese, and now they're all under Tony.
Yeah. Or him, Tyson.
It's good though. It's like you just come in. You're right,
he's a good coach as well, Tony. Man. Yeah, he is a calm and cool, collected guy.
It's like networking, isn't it? If all three of them bring all their fans together, they're gonna have that same core base where they fight. Like, I know they're not always gonna fight on the same card. But if you can get them on like 2 or 3 of them,
I bet it makes it easier to have 3 of them on a card. No.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. You're gonna bring in all.
It just depends.
You could get fights together. It's just
I've asked him this, and he said it depends.
At a different level. Everyone's at a different
he said it depends because you got to remember Tony's cornering all 3 of them. So, is that a lot on him if one fighter goes out and, let's say, potentially loses, and he's got to come in and get the next fighter ready for their fight? Like,
he's mentally
checked in, and I don't think it's. But when you think of it like that, like, imagine you have all 3 of them on a card and one of them loses, you got to go into the next. Like, it's a bit. It might be a bit hectic. It's a bit much.
I get what you mean.
I think it's all right for some shows. Like when they're starting off, but then they like it sometimes because it's like they are all together, so it's easy, but. It just depends. I think it'd be good to ask him something like that. To be fair, Udof, he's got some fight news coming up soon. So as soon as we find out anything, we'll speak about that.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to try and get to that as well.
Yeah, 100%. And Duncan Djillali, man, he's fighting on this card. He's fighting in Cambridge, I think.
Yeah, because he wants to be at
29th of July, I want to say. 29th of July.
Shit, it's not that far.
No, 29th of July. So he's back. He's been training hard as well in Legends and in RGA Bucks and obviously Prime with Sammy. So
he's been getting that work in.
Yeah, he's been getting work in, man. There's good fighters in Legends as well, isn't there?
In Legends,
like that's gonna be.
I think Luton is like
there's more and more gyms because that Ultimate Fight is literally outside my work as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, literally across the road.
Yeah, there is.
They're gonna breed killers, man.
Yeah,
well, Faisal said it, innit? That's his goal.
We'll have a UFC champ in our lifetime. I think
hopefully.
From Luton. Yeah,
or at least a cage. Well,
100%.
But one championship as well, possibly.
100%. I think we'll definitely have a UFC champ in our lifetime from Luton.
Might be the change of Luton, man.
You've said it.
You know what I mean?
I just think we will. just because how good they are.
Luton's
Some
in
of
the
them.
Prem.
Yeah, more eyes,
More eyes.
and more semen, man. Get that semen rocking. Let's breed. It's mating season.
We got the
Drum roll.
big segment.
Guess the fighter.
You better not be coming out with those sleazy ones, man.
Has Mike
Was he last
taken
time?
it on the chin?
Rich Klitschko.
Has Mike's taken it
was
on the
vexed.
chin? And are we going to get the same story as last time? For anyone who's not seen Guess the Fighter, we'll run you through what it is. Mike's has picked out a fighter from boxing or MMA. He's going to list off a reel of facts about them. Me and Rain are going to try. We're going to take one guess each. We're going to try and guess the fighter. Once we guess the fighter, or we don't guess the fighter, and Mikey has to tell us, but that's some sleazy shit for punks. We then go and rank the fighter on.
That's why you're here.
What do we rank them on?
On influence, skills and techniques, and
Achievements. So let's guess the
And
fighter.
our ranking is fair. Well, I'd say it's
you're
try
no
to go
8
wild.
point. What was so GSP we done first? That was he got a 9.8. 8.
GSP,
Yeah, 9.7.
GSP got a 9.7.
that's only fair. That
And we done
score,
Vlad Klitschko. He got an 8.6.
I think
that's alright,
I
man.
think them scores are actually
are bang on, yeah.
I think people how they score nowadays. Their tens is like
Yeah.
you may as well go to 11, 12s then. You may as well start
Yeah.
adding in numbers because you're not even treating it
Yeah.
properly.
Yeah. And do you know what the hard thing is? You can't mess it up from the start because once you set precedent of who's
You just gotta
where
have a fair
people
one.
are,
Yeah.
you can't then you might get another fight. You're like, he actually might be a bit higher than this person.
Nah.
You've done it now.
Yeah, this
you've
is
set
fair,
precedent,
yeah. And
so
I
you
think
have
where
to do it.
GSP is, and I think where Klitschko is. No, that's
Yeah.
And it's also you also got to realise as well with GSP is because UFC is a newer, like MMA is a newer sport.
Yeah.
He is so much.
He was the
more
pioneer
influential.
for
Yeah, it's
no,
too-
100%.
And
Yeah,
Klitschko,
yeah.
it wasn't that, so it's like it's a completely fair rating. But
It
let's
is
get
fair.
into it. Had the pay-per-view record before Tyson versus Lennox Lewis in 2002.
Before Tyson versus Lennox in 02.
2002.
Yeah, 2002.
Tyson versus Lennox Lewis got the pay-per-view record.
Then it did.
Then,
Yeah, then like, as in this had the pay-per-view record before then.
but there was fighters before then, like Muhammad Ali, George Foreman. Because that was in Africa. Which one was in Africa?
Oh yeah, we had that.
That was,
who was the younger guy?
Oh,
Who fought in Africa?
was that?
It was Muhammad Ali and someone else.
Yeah, but who was the guy?
I need fact checking. Who fought in Africa?
Who's
Because that's him. That's him. I go this.
I think
This is easy work.
I think this one's a lower weight category. They're not heavyweights. I know they're not heavyweights, and I can't remember the guy's name. Who's the guy? Nah, I think.
Who? I don't know what you're saying. You're trying to say stuff and nothing's coming out.
Because I got him there, but I don't know him.
Alright, cool. We'll move on to the next one.
No. Let me guess. George Foreman.
Nah, it's not George
It's
Foreman.
definitely not George Foreman.
Go on, Rain.
But didn't he fight Muhammad Ali in Africa?
I think so. Yeah. But yeah.
Is it Marciano or something?
Nah, it's not. We'll go on to the next.
Who's the one who had
He had a licensed boxing game named after him. It's his game. Codemasters made it as well. Big brand.
Oh shit! Now he's shut me off.
He had a licensed PlayStation game boxing named after him.
And Codemasters, like Codemaster, big like.
You're saying Codemaster, that's putting me off of what I'm thinking. You see this guy, but he's so sleazy with it. Codemaster is like an extra bit of information I don't need. Like, because remember we used to play the boxing games with Kai and that back in the
Fight
day.
Night.
Oh, it was just called Fight Night. This was before our time. This boxing game, it must have been because I don't remember a lot of
Yeah, but
boxing
it's on
games.
PlayStation. But how far did PlayStation go back? PlayStation went back then, innit? Sorry, people, if you see me do this,
90s.
but I'm a real one, innit? I'll keep it real with you. Nose to hurt, wounded. It's like a gazelle, innit?
Don't do that though,
Yeah.
because you can leave. I'll guess the fighter. Okay.
Any guesses on that one?
I have not got a clue. I'm not gonna lie. I'm out on that one. I can't even guess because I don't know. My head's bamboozled.
Is this our last guess?
No. Look how many bullet points are on
if the people got this, they would. I think. Yeah.
You think people will get it off that? I think people will.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, but
possibly.
maybe old school dons.
People, boxing fans, anyone, public. What do we call our fans? Oh, the Curious Fijian. We need like a name for them.
Fijian militants.
No, it needs to be. We'll have to think of something like that. But then people the Curious Dons, the by Curious Fijian fan brigade.
So the third factor.
My by Curious brothers. Who have you guessed?
He had a single with a band that reached number 32 in the charts in the country they're from.
This is just mad because I ain't got a scoop.
Mike's, what are you talking about?
I keep thinking of
this is some
Ali.
weird Mexican brother. I know it is. It's some weird Mexican.
Nah, I think you'll be surprised. But I think.
Go on. He's not a heavyweight. Is he not a heavyweight? 100% he's not a heavyweight.
There's that guy Joe Rogan was talking about. It's him. It's him. I know it's him.
I have to go with some weird
Fuck
facts
you.
this time, man, because
I know it's him. It's the guy that Joe Rogan was talking about. He loved him.
Was he on the right track?
Shit, I know him. I know it's fucking him. I don't know his name though. And I watched a fight. He fought Hagler. Something Hagler. Oh, come on, you motherfucker. He's in that. He fucking knows it. Look at his face. Look at his face. He knows it. I'm on to him. But I don't know his name. And I'm not going to figure out his name.
All right, cool.
You motherfucker, man. That don't help me at all. But I know the guy. I know the guy. Oh my god, that's a
mad
that's
record. 30 wins by KO, 31 wins by KO. Wow, that's a good record.
Duran,
No.
Roberto Duran. It's not him.
I keep wanting to say Robert Mercy. What's his name? Who was the one that... Nah, that's not even the same.
Say
record,
it.
Though. It ain't. I was going to say Robert Marciano.
Nah, it's not him. I've got you. I think I'm going to have you on this.
We're playing against the house now. We have to team up and play against the house. Who's this guy?
I knew he was
multiple featherweight world champion.
I know. I guarantee when he says it, we know it as well. I know it.
You'll get it off the last one, I think.
Are you going to have to go? Because I ain't got... I'm out.
All right, cool.
I've got no bullets left. Was born
in Sheffield.
Is it Eubank?
Nope.
Was born in Sheffield.
I'll give you one more guess.
I'm here.
What do you mean you're here? What was he?
Was born in Sheffield.
Yeah.
Are we?
So he's English. Bro, I thought he was.
I never said.
Yeah, you a little motherfucker, man.
And had more pay-per-view records than Mike Tyson in his
2002 and was born in Sheffield.
Oh, it was fucking the Asian Don, man, who used to
Prince
dance.
Nassim, you fucking twat. What? You twat.
Come on.
Oh, you done us. That was a good one because I did not have a clue. Who
do you know what it is? When I was looking through it, yeah.
36-1 was his record. Do you know what's mad? I was watching something about him the other day and I wanted to know what his fight record was. He lost one fight. And who was that against?
I don't know.
His first loss.
We'll have a look on...
he does remind me of Pulley, though.
Yeah, he is Pulley.
No, do you know why I watched it? I seen the video.
You see that when he...
like that, and I was like, he's going to be the fighter of the week.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, that is sick.
That was sick. That was good. So with Mikey done us. Maybe we do the table, not me and him versus each other. Me and him versus you.
Yeah.
So if we don't guess it, we basically... He won that.
The house won.
Because we got to the last one. The house won.
Sense.
Yeah, the house won.
It does, yeah.
Yeah,
so
we do that.
It's 2-1
2-1 to us.
That was good though, man.
Well, I'm going to say 1-1 because you might have seen something on the first fight.
First one, all right. Scrap the first one. It's 1-1. Done.
Cool.
Princess, this is a good one, man.
You got wrecked last week.
Man's claiming it. Like he even meant it. Like he's a mastermind. You got bragging. You got wrecked last week, man. You just guessed.
I didn't guess. I sort of was putting 2 and 2 together. Though.
Shut up, man.
You know, he knew.
No, it was a guess.
2 and 2 together.
So yeah, 36.
He's born in Sheffield.
Yeah, his parents are Yemeni. I think from Yemen. And
that's a good record. Man.
That's a very good record.
Because
And you know what?
He was on the right path with
but I thought
Joe Rogan because he was talking about him.
Was he?
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
I didn't see that.
About him on Joe Rogan.
I didn't see that. I thought it was like Roberto Duran.
He was so entertaining.
Let me get it up. I'm pretty sure I had another.
He was proper entertaining.
No, I can't find it. But basically, Mayweather said he was like unbelievable.
Yeah.
And Mayweather rated him like he said he's one of the most underrated fighters ever.
Probably is, but maybe was he underrated when he was when people were actually watching him though?
That Mayweather thing was funny, man. With Gotti.
Yeah. He caught Gotti with a hook when he was coming in at the end. You know when he was running around the ref and then he ran towards Foreman. Mayweather caught him with a flush hook and sent him back.
You know Mayweather was meant to lose that.
What do you mean?
Against the Gottis.
Why?
You don't reckon it was in the clause or something? Like they were like, you listen, you're gonna go down at this round.
No.
Mayweather would never do that,
man. Nah. Mobster shit. Mayweather is a mobster.
Yeah, get into he's 36-1. That's a fucking great record, man. And he only had a career over 10 years professional.
He fought Paul Ingle as well, which is obviously Dominic Ingle's dad, I'm guessing. Yeah. How many title defenses is that? Can we go down and see when he first won it?
He actually had 31 knockouts, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he was devastating, man. He was devastating.
He was a killer, man.
He was a killer.
He's really spoken about that much, is he?
No, he's not.
Like, he don't get the credit he deserves.
Especially because of what he looks like now.
And he's the first, Asian fighter to,
blow up.
Yeah, and then you had Amir Khan after, obviously, but he was the guy. Look how many title things that is. Title fights.
Yeah, he's good, man.
But he's beating people up.
And do you know what it is? People like you said, he had that showmanship, that flair that you're either born with it or you're not.
Yeah, you're not.
He just has got that. Like I said, I think we'll have to clip it.
He went out there and that was it.
Yeah.
That was his playground.
Yeah. He's so confident, and you do have that. You can't learn that. That's just you. That's just a personality thing. So.
But yeah, he has he won it in the super bantamweight one.
How many fights is that?
I don't know.
What year are we going back to? 1994. Wow,
he was fighting then, man.
Yeah, so that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But I think people would.
And he had the highest pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Right, he was a megastar.
Yeah.
Because you think Muhammad Ali and that
he was like the Khabib.
Tyson, Lennox Lewis was a massive fight. That was a massive fight.
That's mad. That's mad when you think about it, because he was a legit superstar.
Yeah.
Legit. Because he's beating people like Muhammad Ali for pay-per-view buys. And this is back then. But then Muslim, I don't know if he is Muslim, but
I think he is.
Then Muslim fighters get
and he went to jail for 2 years as well, by the way.
Swear down.
A year and a half. Yeah, for he was with a business partner and decided to drive his car mad, trying to show off, and he got done for dangerous driving.
And he went in prison for that.
Yeah.
But them are Muslim fighters, even if you look them up on Instagram, they've all got million followers. You might have not heard of them that much, but they get so much push from their community.
There's that UFC fighter from the UK,
Mokaev.
Yeah, he's got
millions.
Nearly, yeah. And it's crazy, man.
That is a mad. I'm not gonna lie. Again, looking at the fighters, because it's a lower weight, it's hard to judge the fighters. But he was in them lightweights are good weight classes.
I don't give a fuck. You can't.
No, I'm not going off.
It don't even matter if you judge the fighters, because it don't even matter. You just have to go off the record. That was the time. That was the time. That was the year. That was the fighters. Yeah. That's all you can go off. That's and his record speaks for itself.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear no bullshit.
Yeah.
You know
what I mean? It's the same for Klitschko. You were trying to discredit him and you're trying to match him with this. No, this is the year. This was the thing. That's it.
Yeah. But it was padded, Klitschko.
Oh, man.
It was, though.
It was.
Padded and sauced.
Get up some clips of him. Just how flary the geezer is, man.
He's a showman, man. Look at him coming in on that. Full screen that. Full screen that.
I did try to, and it wouldn't.
Is he Muslim though?
I think so. What? not even coming up. Can you see that right there?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
You know, he just used to talk to people and mock them.
Look how he's entering the ring, man. He's a funny guy, and he had power, like legit power, like knockout.
31
and out of what, 36 fights?
Yeah, out of 36 wins. Yeah.
Shit.
So for
37 fights and 31 KOs.
Apparently he
can bang.
Apparently as well, he never put in the input he could have been. Like, you know what I mean? He could have put way more input in.
You don't reckon we can get him on the pod?
He is a megastar, but we could try.
You don't reckon we could? I'd love to sit down and speak to him.
You could. I reckon you could probably get. You could probably get anyone on the pod.
Yeah,
it's just about how you can reach out to actually find out who to speak to. Don't do it now though, but reach out and who you can speak to.
He seems like he's a megastar, but it seems like he's not. There's not like loads about him, is there?
I think it's just our age, isn't it? I think if you spoke to like
that's what I was
the generation, like our dad's generation, they might know.
Like, he might have got it off the video game or the pay-per-view or something.
What was the video game called? Nassim?
It was called Nassim. I don't know what it was called. Like, it was definitely after his name and was created for him.
I'm telling you, the more if you can knock people out, you just become a megastar.
Yeah.
And if you can talk, look at Conor McGregor. If Conor McGregor was winning by decision every fight and he weren't knocking people out, he'd have never become a megastar.
But look how he used to fight.
McGregor was going out there and knocking people out cold and saying he's calling his shots. And this is probably what Nassim was doing. Like, I'm going to slap you and going and knocking people out. People want to see knockouts.
31 knockouts.
31 knockouts in 37 fights. 36 wins. This guy had power, and that's in the lighter weight classes. That's a scary dude, man.
He was averaging 3.7 fights a year as well, which is quite a lot for a boxer, and he's getting out quite regularly every four months.
Yeah, what boxer's getting out nowadays? Like,
once a year?
It's like once a year, twice a year.
How many times, Mike?
3.7 times it averaged out over, like, his career spanned over 10 years, and he fought 37 times.
Wow. Yeah, because nowadays people get to that level and then they start fighting once a year, or like if you look at AJ now and Tyson Fury, they fight once a year, every year and a half.
Is that actually good enough though? You want to be fighting,
but it's like they get there and they're like, well, I don't want to put my body through something that doesn't warrant.
Then why you got enough? You got enough dough. Why don't you go like say something else then? This game's for fighting.
Don't know. Having a bit of a technical move. We're back. So yeah, let's get rating him then. So influence,
huge.
Well, he's an inspiration.
Exactly.
Listen, this
that's
guy,
what I mean. Like,
if we're gonna go there, we're gonna go there.
How many people, like Asian people, just started boxing after watching him?
Well, you got Amir Khan, who went on to be another world champion.
Yeah.
Well, look, he brought that flair. He was like a Conor McGregor of that time.
Yeah, his influence was big, and obviously, if you're saying he had the pay-per-view buys bigger than Muhammad Ali and all of them people that were fighting at that time, Hagler, Robert Durant, all of these people, he had bigger pay-per-view buys and was on a video game. He was a megastar.
Yeah,
he was a megastar.
I'm not even gonna lie, man. He gets high.
Yeah, he does get high.
Yeah, he's like a 9.8.
No.
Oh, I don't know about
that. No. For influence.
No, 9.5 I'd say.
Nah.
I'd say 9.5.
I still think a 9.5 is quite heavy though.
I don't.
You know?
I don't, no.
Not for...
It's you guys.
Not for if he's on a video game, so he's popular. He broke the pay-per-view records.
Yeah.
Like, that is influential. Like, it's not in the same way as a Klitschko, but it is in the same way as a Klitschko. I think 9.5 is fair. I think 9.5 is fair for 9. that. I'd go 9.5.
Cool, 9.5.
Still think it's a 9.8.
Skills and technique. I think this is very high as well. But that's what I mean.
He had his own...
We can reshuffle at the end. At the end, but...
Nah, we can't reshuffle. We give them straight honest. We think about it, give it... You can't be reshuffling it. That's amateur.
Skills and technique, but skills and technique's high. Like, very high.
Well, if you go, you look at his record. And you know, the way he boxed was so weird.
Yeah, it's unorthodox. That's why skills and technique, like, he's unmatched. There's not another one of him. He could just hit you from a weird angle and like, but it's weird, like, skills and technique high because no one ever's done that again.
We got to go off the record. 36 fights, 31
KOs.
So he had technique and he had skills. Because who else have we seen fights like him? No one.
Sorry, man. 9.5.
9.5.
It's gonna be a high rating, boys.
Yeah, no,
it's gonna be hard to talk. He's gonna be up there.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's because you don't
36 and 1,
here,
bro.
but you got to give. I don't care. You have to give him. You got to give him the right numbers. You got to give him the right numbers. It is what it is.
I think the
If we're looking at the data, and the data's telling us. It's data.
Achievements.
Achievements is high. Because
he went undefeated. He wasn't undefeated, so you got to take that out.
He wasn't undefeated. 36 wins. 31 KOs.
And
one loss.
And he had one loss.
And I don't think he was ducking people.
No, he weren't.
I think he was fighting who was there. Like, he was trying to make fights happen.
When was his one loss?
His
second from last fight.
Second from last fight.
Yeah, so definitely on his way out. How old are we saying?
What year was that?
That was 07. No, 2001.
And what did he lose? Did he lose a belt?
Yeah, he must have done.
But then he got the IBO belt back, didn't he? Because it was the IBO World Feather.
He didn't win it back off the same guy though.
He won it back off a different guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, and then he stopped.
That guy might have vacated it because there's like a year gap in between them two fights.
I think he retired when he was 27. You know.
Oh, early.
Yeah.
Early.
Yeah, but I feel like he done what he had to do. He got in and got out.
He done a lot.
Huh? He done a lot.
Definitely making dough as well because he's like pay-per-view megastar.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he made like something like £45 million. I seen it from
fighting.
Like his fight purse was quite high. Yeah.
So he lost. Yeah, and then he went and gained his belt back.
Yeah, but not off the same guy.
Not off the same guy.
That does make a difference. Because the guy he fought's got a 2 rating out of 5 if we're looking at this, and the guy he lost to's got a 5-star rating.
Go on the guy that he lost to. Can you click on him?
His name on the left. This motherfucker had 67 fights. That's a vet.
44 KOs.
That's a vet, a dirty Mexican, like, oh, hands up, like walking you down. He lost by what do you call it as well?
What did he lose by?
Just unanimous decision, I think.
Oh, bro. You were with a tough guy. He lost against Amir Khan, 2009.
Amir Khan avenged him, man.
Yeah, the brother.
The brother then.
Oh wait, this guy did he lose the belt then, or did he vacate it? Because it looks like he might have lost the belt.
He might have lost the belt.
So that changes the game.
Let's go down to where he lost. It's going to be quite far down.
Maybe 2001.
Yeah. He gone past it. Up.
So
Naseem Hamid there.
We take this.
No, I don't think he did lose the belt because he's not lost after. He might have vacated it. Oh, 1 minute. I don't.
Unless it was for a different belt.
Or was it just not for no belt?
No, it says for the IBO World Feather.
I'm pretty sure he held another.
He lost to Manny
belt.
Pacquiao. This guy.
Interesting. So what we saying then? This guy's gonna have an extremely high score.
Yeah,
he's gonna start. Do you know what he's gonna start coming down to? The points, like the 0.5s and when we start getting more and more.
Yeah, but I think like how we've been giving it, man. I think like again he's got to be. He's in 9s, and I'm saying he can't go below 9.5 in this achievements. It's 9.5 or higher. I don't care.
Or higher.
Higher.
Can't be higher because of the loss. But it can be higher because of the loss. But where it's like GSP lost and then won it back off the same guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, not even for the belt. Like,
yeah, GSP avenged it again.
So it's a difference for me personally. In my head, it might not be, but it is for me. But I think I'm happy. Like 9.5 for achievements. Yes, I'm happy with that. Maybe bump the influence down to a 0.3, a 9.3.
Hell no. Hell no. This guy's a 9.5, 9.5, 9.5. I want to give influence even more. You want to go 9.5. You can't give it anymore. Yeah, well, I want that. Like, I think influence is the highest. I think just 9.5 in all.
Is he one of the greatest featherweights ever? Like, this is where we have to look at.
No,
now.
but we're not.
Because he might be looked at as one of the greatest featherweights ever.
But we're not actually comparing him to anyone else. We're looking at the data of his resume, and his resume, we're scoring it, and his resume scores fucking 9.5 or higher. Don't care. There's no argument. Resume speaks. If anyone at home disagrees, tell me, because you can't be saying, oh no, but what about this guy? No. His resume, and it's only him. We're concentrating on him. It's not him versus someone else. It's just his resume.
Yeah, but
What? The data speaks. Go change the data then if you don't like it. Change the data.
What's he saying in there? What he says?
I'm just trying to look for the
this guy's just smiling.
I find it funny.
Yeah, but it's true though. If anything, I think you're trying to do him an injustice. Because you're even trying to think about it.
He was in Floyd Mayweather's
division.
Not
when Floyd Mayweather was obviously about, but Manny Pacquiao, division. Very hard division, good division.
The lighter weight division's always good.
There's
and he went in a punk era. This is where men were men, and we still had them ways.
Let's have a look. We've got the top 12 greatest featherweights of all time. He's not in it, I don't think, which is mad.
That is mad.
But these Donnies are old, though. I don't even know half of the people's names.
I don't believe them things either, because they tried to tell me Steven Gerrard won in the top 50 players ever.
That's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That's the dumbest thing I've heard.
You're smirking. I don't know if Paul Scholes was in it. Either.
Top 50 players. You're saying Stevie G's that couldn't be in it? Are you crazy?
Nah. It might be my Manchester United bias on that, but yeah, nah.
Mad.
Yeah, but where are the people looking at? It depends what data you're looking at. I'd have to look at data.
Off this data,
it's 9.5 for achievements.
I think that's a bit too high.
I think that is high. That's a high score.
No, I think
I think his achievements is...
We gave GSP... He's no different from GSP. He's no different from GSP. How?
He didn't avenge his
pioneer, and he avenged his win, a loss.
Yeah, over time though. What, over three fights? It's like
this geezer left when he was 27.
He could have avenged it. Because that guy fought until 2007.
Yeah, 27 though. Yeah, but for what he achieved at 27, he was a
But that's if you can go out like that. But that's if you can go out like that, like Amanda Nunes.
He avenged himself and then was like, this ain't for me.
He didn't avenge himself.
Well, he did because
not with the guy.
But not with the guy. But he went and avenged his belt.
He got his belt back, but he didn't get that loss back.
He didn't chatting shit because the only way is you have to go for your belt. If that guy ain't got your belt, you want to win your belt back and say, you know what, I got my belt back. I'm done.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You man are talking shit.
I reckon you give him a 9 for that.
Nah. Nah.
There's no why, because the perfect record is what, Floyd Mayweather, yeah?
50-0.
50-0, yeah.
10.
Yeah, but then we could go. Yeah, but I could start saying what he says with Floyd Mayweather. A padded record.
No, he's not got a padded record.
He has got a padded. He got most of them fights. Most of them fights, mate. Most of them fights were corrupt. You're not telling me he didn't have corrupt fights?
Bruv, he fought the best of the best. I don't care if he fought them when they were in their... He was fighting people who were in their prime when he was over the hill.
We're not saying he
ain't no corrupt. He weren't padded record.
We're not saying he weren't the best of the best.
Do you want to know something about Floyd Mayweather as well? You need to write this down. Get your journal out. Write this down. Because every time he had a close fight and people were on the fence you might have lost that, he fought them again and beat the dog shit out of them.
Yeah, he did.
He done that. He didn't need to do that. He done that. But we're not talking about money, mate.
So you take 0.5 off for the loss.
Yeah. All right, now let me hear his theory. Let me hear his theory.
And then because he didn't avenge the person that beat him, man, I think you got to take a little bit more off for that as well. Yeah.
Shave a bit off the top.
You ain't. You got to go off his... No, you don't. You got to go off his record and stop comparing him to other fighters. You're comparing to other fighters.
But he's going on the... He's going on the go.
You have got to put him into... You have got to put other fighters into
you create the number by going off his record. Stop bringing other people into the record.
You have to.
No, because it's not being fair.
You have to.
No, you don't.
Because he's going on the TCF GOAT list.
On his achievements, yeah? Okay, we're looking at his achievements. What is his achievements? How many title fights did he win after retaining them titles till he lost that title? All of his achievements. He lost one to one guy. Yeah, he didn't avenge it off the same guy, but he went back and avenged the belt. He got the belt back and he had one loss. You do him a discredit if you're going any lower. It's a discredit because his achievements is a high achievement.
I know what you're saying,
but now you want to compare.
No, but you have to.
No, I don't, because Floyd Mayweather's
because they're in the same.
Bigger.
They're in the same weight class though as well. So we have to negate this. We have to negate. We have to negate this. Is an overall score is a 9.5 over? Let's say overall is a 9.5 overall score a high score for him?
I think so.
Out of 10, 9.5. Like let's sit back and look at the rate and say what does it take to get a 10 out? Like what's a 10 out of 10?
8.6.
Yeah, but Klitschko deserves an 8.6. This guy's record's much better.
I agree. But
okay, fair enough. He ended his career short, and if he would have went on a longer, who knows? But listen, if you only won 10 fights, 10 knockouts,
down, bro.
If you won 10 fights, yeah, no, listen, we're doing.
What's a sucking the same skin?
No, listen, yeah, if a guy come to fighting, yeah, and only won 10 fights, yeah, 10, and he had like 8 knockouts, yeah, and say he won a belt, yeah. Bruv, that guy is still a great. Just because he left early, that guy achieved greatness. Just because he didn't go on as long as his career, it's like you got to give him the ratings he deserves.
So you want to give him a flat out 9.5 overall?
Yeah. He's a flat out 9.5. He's a 9.5.
I think that's high.
What do you want to give him? You're going in the middle of both.
9.3. I would slide it. I wouldn't give him a 9.5. I'd slide it to a 9.4 or 9.3. For overall score. Overall score. Like, I'm talking overall score. Like as an overall score, because I don't know if he is a 9.5.
You got to come to an agreement.
No, he is, man. He's all his achievements. Listen, this is the problem with you two. You two are going south. Yeah, you keep forgetting. It's his achievements, his influence.
But then everyone could be like a high 9.
Well, yeah, a lot of people are going to.
If we're looking at their thing, but there has to be some sort of negation of rating them with other greats, because they're going on the GOAT list. So you have to think. Who's the other greats that were in their weight class? Like, where do they stack up? You have to look at it like that.
Maybe maybe we're rating too high. Maybe he's a 9.3 for influence, a 9.3 for technique, and a 9.3 for achievements.
Yeah, I would go with that. That's fair.
That's very fair. That's still an amazing
score.
9.3 out of 10.
But I think you have to think in your head who else is in them weight classes and where would you be looking at putting them, because you don't want to get to a stage where everyone's 9.5s, 9.
You've got Canelo in there as well, and Canelo would sit in between him and Mayweather.
If you're looking,
Pacquiao would sit in the middle of him and Mayweather.
Yeah, but if you're looking at a Floyd's got near enough a perfect score.
No, it will be a perfect score.
It will be a perfect
10
score
out of 10.
because it has to be, because the data shows that.
Yeah.
No, Canelo. How can Canelo be? How many fights has Canelo lost? 2. You can't be better than him.
Yeah, but no. But we're not.
You're going off as many fights.
But no. But then you look at like for argument's sake, just to like round this argument out, Mayweather fought Canelo, so Canelo lost to the best fighter ever, and Canelo lost to a fighter that he didn't need to. This guy stayed in his weight. I know this jumping weight class thing wasn't really a thing back then, but Canelo lost because he went up to try and achieve something.
But it doesn't matter.
That's
we're just going off the data.
9.3 for me.
You know what I mean? You got to look at the data and what the data says. Imagine if you didn't know Canelo and you were just going to rate Canelo off not knowing him. That's what I mean. It's a data. You're going now. But you're rating him off emotion then, because you're rating him because what he's been through and his journey.
No, I didn't say because he grew up in Mexico. I said because if you jump up 3 weight classes,
he fought Floyd.
No, but he fought the best fighter ever. And if you're saying he jumps up, let's say 3 weight classes to go win the belt, which he did jump up like 3 or 4 weight classes to win the belt. That is a big.
I'm not against that. I salute that.
That's a big.
What I'm saying, if you're looking at data, you still lost.
Yeah. He's a 9.3 for me. 9.3. He's a 9.3. I think a 9.3 is a fair score. I think 9.3 is a fair score.
Alright, cool. That's good. Alright,
someone explain it at home different if they see different.
Yeah. What we're gonna do next time is we're gonna get a fighter on to negate this with us. That's what we're gonna do, or we zoom in a fighter or something like that.
Yeah, or we could just call them. Like we've got an opinion, we've got an achievement. We'll give them their record.
Where's my phone?
So I tried being a bit fair.
I'm happy with a 9-3. We can if we get someone on and they give us a different opinion.
Yeah? We're going off of data. I don't care who he fought, you're giving him the score off the data. And his credentials speak volumes. Unfortunately,
from next week, then we start going into the intricates, and next time we do it, we give a score of 9.55 or something. We've got to do that.
I think we might have to make it more clear. We might have to even go through further on some of the people they've fought and look in, maybe not on this, like outside of this, and do research into some of the people they've fought so we can get a better rounded conclusion.
Yeah, but again,
because you can't say a guy can't fight.
But that's just the signs of the time, bro. That is just the time. That's their error.
You know what else
you can't say that because there's always going to be an error where you're going to have some mad people, and then you're going to have an error where there's not mad people. That's just. But I'm saying you got to go off of.
But then how can someone that's been in a worse error than someone else be a high score than them? You can't.
We could
yeah,
do
that's logic.
Yeah, but that's not their fault.
No, it's not that. But I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying, like,
we could take it to a vote as well. We could
take it to a vote.
We could have your guys vote. And then we could put it on socials and get them to see what they think out of 10.
You see what I'm saying?
That's no, I understand it, but that's why we've got to be more clear with the rule set, and it's on us. It's on us. It's on us. It's obviously not clear enough because we can't come to an agreement. So it's not clear. I agree. I agree with you what you're saying. But that to me says, But that says to me like
before he did.
That says to me like the rule set's not clear, and we need to go back and we need to do better and we need to put it out to a vote for the people.
Agree, yeah. All right, we'll get into the Curious Fijian quiz, the fight quiz. Yeah, 1-0 Diaz. Rain, I want some comeback from you today, yeah?
What is this, the fast questions?
Yeah, fast questions. Whoever gets it first wins. There's going to be somewhere I'm going to say both of you can take a guess, and it's going to be the closest wins. But Rain, Diaz had a clean sweep last time anyway. So.
Yeah.
Right, first question, yeah? Which former heavyweight boxer promoted a popular electric cooking appliance named after
George Foreman.
It was Rain. 1-0 Rain. Right, number 2. Which professional boxer served as a senator of the Philippines between
Manny Pacquiao?
1-0. Who am I? Yeah, second UFC double champ. Yeah, 4 title defenses in the light heavyweight division and heavyweight division.
I should know this.
I'll repeat it. The second UFC double champ. Yeah. 2-1. Well done, Rain.
I should have known that.
Should have known better.
Still on the UFC, yeah. Who was the third UFC double champ?
Jones
is not a double champ at all.
You got this, Diaz. I'll give you 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
You're taking a second.
I don't know. I should know though.
Just one guess out of the air, quick.
I don't know.
Right, cool. No worries. Yeah. Right. Moving on. It was Amanda Nunes.
I wouldn't have guessed that. I wouldn't have. I don't guess for females.
Closest to the age wins. Yeah. How old was Amir Khan when he won silver at the Athens 2004 Olympics?
20.
18.
3-1 Rain. He was 17.
Oh, yeah, because it was amateur, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got.
I was going to say 17 as well. I was
chasing to do 3-1 Rain. Yeah.
I was going to say 17.
What item is thrown into the boxing ring as taken as a defeat? From
White out.
4-1 Rain.
Getting slapped. Redemption.
Choking up, boy.
Redemption's on my man.
Right, another Who Am I? Who am I? A record of 43-5 with 32 KOs. I have fought the likes of Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao.
Ricky Hatton.
Yep. Was it 4-2?
5.
No, 4-2.
4-2.
Which fighters starred in the 1971 bout that later been known as the Fight of the Century?
Muhammad Ali.
There's 2 people, so you've said one. There's a second person. Now
He said one.
Yeah,
Oscar De La Hoya.
Nah. So Muhammad Ali, who was it against for another point?
George Foreman.
Nope. Rain, one guess. Come on, man, it's the fight.
Yeah, I know, but my brain's just not even.
I don't know why I keep saying George Foreman as well. Yeah, I know who it was, but I don't know his actual name. But I know who it is.
You've guessed.
Yeah, I know.
Are
you done?
It was Frazier.
I know. I was gonna say Evander Holyfield.
Right, number 9,
Fraser
yeah.
is so typical as well.
Canelo Alvarez signed a 5-year deal for 278 million with what sport broadcaster?
DAZN.
I think he got that. I think he got that.
Bro, VAR that shit.
I think he got that.
That was
We said it at the
close.
same
I
time.
felt like we said it.
Half
bang
point
on.
each.
Cool, we wrote
Half
half
point.
point each, yeah. And then right, the last
Just
one.
So what are we on then?
Just neutral. Just keep.
All right, yeah. So what is that?
I think Ray's one, yeah.
Oh, there's one more question.
Yeah,
though.
one more
he's
question,
One, he's
yeah.
one, yeah.
Who did?
I'll
no,
even
sorry,
give you
this
it.
is another one, yeah. When did UFC 1 happen in Denver, Colorado? Closest to the year guess wins.
2003.
No,
2006.
no. Diaz wins a point anyway.
What's the scores?
So
Because
the
remember I got
scores
that
were-
1 point for the one.
For the one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did actually. Yeah, I forgot. That.
You remember I got.
So Rain got the first one. George Foreman. Diaz got the second one. Third one, Rain. So 2-1. Yeah. Rain got the Amir Khan one, isn't it?
Yeah.
3-1 Rain.
And I got the white tar.
Yeah.
4-1 Rain. 4-2 the Ricky Hatton.
Yeah.
4-3
Yeah.
for the Ali.
The zone wiped out,
4-3.
and then I got the last one.
Yeah, 4-all. We
4-all.
got to go to.
We got to go to.
Ali,
I've got
where?
five.
Muhammad Ali? No one got that.
Yeah, I
He
did.
did.
I
It
got.
was
Remember,
two-
it's 2 people, so you
two
get one. You
people.
get
Yeah.
1 point. You get the other. You get 2 points.
I didn't think it would come to it.
No, fuck, I ain't getting cheesed out in my own room. Nah, mate.
Right, let me get this one.
I ain't going out like that. I'm going out like a king. Redemption.
Right, bear with me.
Maybe we need the buzzers.
Maybe we do.
Yeah. We have to buy some
Because we were
buzzers.
close on George Foreman.
Yeah, if there was a few where I think if we could have buzzed it.
But the zone, I felt like we said that. But
At the same time, I'm going same time because I'm fair. I'm a fair guy.
you might see it on here. You might have said it before.
Then I'll win then if I did. But we're going to the decision because we don't know.
Right, 1 second.
TV timeout.
I did not think
TV timeout.
this would be it, man. All right, I've got a question here. Yeah, I think. In what year did Anthony Joshua make his professional debut?
2017.
2014.
Drum roll. Diaz won.
What was it?
You went too early, man.
It was 2013. I'm pretty sure. I don't hear.
What did I say? 40.
2014.
Sort of closest.
I don't know why I went so high.
Yeah, that's high. Because 2012 was the Olympics.
Yeah.
2013.
Yeah, 2013 October. Yeah. Yeah.
Come back.
Do you know why?
Come back, Kings!
Rain, man, rain.
I've done better that time.
fumbled it.
Last
You done
time he
better.
stomped me.
Yeah, but there's no doing better. It's win or lose, and you lost.
Yeah, I'll be more prepared for the 11th question next time. But
Hey, listen, we all can't be winning sometimes.
No. But people, we hope you enjoyed the fight show. We hope you got the questions. Make sure you comment down below for the fighter because we're having internal discussions, internal disagreements in here about the fight of the week. If you know any strategy to sort of make it a bit more rounded, a bit more so there's less confusion with the rule set, comment down below.
Should we compare him to other fighters, or are we just going off resume?
Yeah.
And then should we look? Yeah, because you can start looking.
We can go too deep. We need a proper rule set, and we'll stick within the rule set. And like, subscribe,
follow.
Make sure you subscribe because it means the world to us, and we need it because we want to monetize. And if we monetize, you monetize. Free merch.
We all monetize.
We all monetize. We grow together. One big family. My bi-curious brothers. that's staying in.
You can't be saying that
Why?
slogan, man.
You can say that.
Bi-curious.
is that the group?
I ain't in that group.
Yeah, you are, bro.
He's made that
you
chat.
are, bro.
I ain't in it.
Right, but anyway,
You're not-
peace,
you're not
people.
supporting them.
Subscribe.
What you're wearing?
Miami.
Hey, the Frankie Storey documentary out this Sunday. Subscribe.
Good documentary. Make sure you actually watch that.
Peace, people.